Ebony Magazine turns 80. Oh, wow. Where do I begin to start when I talk about this magazine? Grew up with it. John H. Johnson was like, I was, you know, no lie, kind of you could say like a nerdy kid growing up because I read album credits, I read credits, I read. And then uh, the magazine was a fixture in the house growing up, Ebony and Jet. Um, Ebony was it was a black experience of upscale mobility. Almost some people may say in a parody or mockery of bourgeoism because it was really selling a point of a way of life where you were seduced by a lifestyle. They made everybody look good. I remember old Reverend Ike was in there, and he was the first minister. He was the black version of Joel Osteen long before there was a Joel Osteen, and he had a Jackie Wilson perm and all smooth and styling. This is a him on my grandma's radio back in the day was something. Of course, all those great Jackson's covers, and I had a horror story because I once had an airplane ride with U.S. Air, and they lost all my memorabilia magazines I had with the Jacksons. A lot of them were those Ebony magazines, which were incredible at the time. You know, there was something magical about the Jacksons and Michael back then, and those magazines was the truth. But anyway, Ebony represented so much of a lifestyle that it told different stories. I remember when the magazines was big, then they made it into like a mini. They made it more compact because them joints was huge back in the day. I remember they'd have different people on there, and they really were promoting black excellence. They were really promoting a type of a lifestyle which you didn't see in the media. I think Dr. Alvin Poussaint, who was a right hand man on the Cosby Show, was right commentary, and Johnny's John. They had different takes on different themes. They spoke on different things, but it did in a high level fluency level. It's like you'd read Ebony Magazine and you'd watch Tony Brown's Journal and you'd watch Soul Train, and then you'd kind of like come back full circle. I mean, it was a certain type of styling. So the magazine's long since been sold. Lyndon Johnson Rice, John H. Johnson's daughter, sold it a long time ago. And I remember I bought John H. Johnson's book. It was a blue book that came out in the early 90s about success. And remember him and Michael Jackson had association when Michael was doing his catalog, had to be his catalog and everything, and he was getting him sound advice and so on and so forth. And so remember reading about the Johnson family and everything. And like I said before, what a engaging way and details